Republic of Madagascar has offered its herbal drug, ÇØV1Ď-19, to Nigeria and other African countries. The drug is for prevention and cure of coronavirus. Nigeria's consignment has been sent to Equatorial Guinea, from where it will be airlifted to Abuja. For ease of transportation, African countries were divided into zones, leading to the freighting of Nigeria's consignment to Equatorial Guinea. Nigeria's COVID-19 positive tally moved to 4,399 last night, with 248 new cases announced by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC). Lagos recorded 81 cases, followed by Jigawa State 35 and Borno State 26 cases to top the chart. Kano recorded 26 cases, followed by Bauchi with 20 cases. There is pressure on the federal government by different medical and scientific organizations to allow the National Institute for Pharmaceutical Research and Development and the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control to subject the drug to further analysis. Some others are pushing for clinical trial and COVID organics before being used in the country. The federal government was yet to take a position as of weekend because the AU has mandated its African Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to review the scientific data gathered so far on the safety and efficacy of the COVID organics. The World Health Organization (WHO) last week insisted that the efficacy of the drug was unproven. Also, as part of steps to contain COVID-19, the Nigerian Governors Forum has started negotiating with the Nigerian Medical Association and National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives on how to source volunteer doctors and health workers. The health workers will help to assist ravaged states in the northwest and northeast, especially Kano, Katsina, Jigawa, Bauchi, Yobe, and Borno states. The chairman of NGF, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, is coordinating the talks with the two professional associations with juicy welfare package. According to a source who spoke in confidence, the Presidential Task Force (PTF) on COVID-19 has been notified of the offer from Madagascar, and arrangements were being made to bring Nigeria's allocation to Abuja. The source said the consignment of the drug are being distributed to different countries in Africa based on zonal grouping. We have been told that Nigeria's consignment is in Equatorial Guinea, from where it will be airlifted to Abuja. When the herbal drink is brought into the country, we will know the next step, but some medical and scientific organizations are pressurizing that the drug be subjected to clinical trial. Some countries like Tanzania, Congo, Brazzaville, Guinea-Bissau, and Equatorial Guinea have subscribed to the drugs. Also, while South Africa has offered to conduct a scientific analysis to the drug, Senegal said it will subject it to clinical trial. I can assure you that the federal government will take the best decision on the drug in the overall interest of Nigerians. Before any food or drug can be administered in this country, there are certain protocols that must be followed. The government will not circumvent these protocols. We want solution. We want the best for Nigerians. On April 28, the chairman of the PTF on COVID-19, Mr. Boss Mustafa, said the nation was ready to give Madagascar's herbal drink a trial. He said, "I want to assure you that whatever is happening in the world, we are mindful of it and we are keeping a tab." I was reading on the experiences in Madagascar of why everybody is drinking some solutions that have been prepared. This morning I was sharing with my wife and I told her that probably I would request that Mr. President allow us import a plane load for a trial. We are all navigating an uncharted course. Nobody has ever been on this road, so every attempt to find solution that would bring succor to our people, be rest assured that this task force is very responsible and we would do everything to ensure that we get what will benefit our people, what will help them in the processes that we find ourselves today. On the talks with the NMA and NANMA, Dr. Fayemi said, we have started negotiations to how to secure the services of volunteer health workers to help COVID-19 challenges in the Northwest and in the Northeast. The reality is that many states in these zones have problem of manpower. We need more volunteer health workers to assist them. We know we can draw these volunteers from the private healthcare sector without hurting the public health sector. We are ready to offer the volunteers good welfare package, including robust incentives and adequate security. Our ultimate goal is to avert trouble in the affected states. This is why we are pulling resources together. Well, so guys, the most important thing here, everything is important, but the first thing first on the table is for Nigeria to have agreed to bring this to give this Madagascar COVID organic a trial. It's a welcome development, and by so doing, I think the people we have, some of the people who have been indicating interest in Nigeria that they have a cure to this thing, they should also put all of them to test, just the way they are saying that they will want the best for Nigerians. They will want to look for every possible means just to make sure that everything is fine at the end of the day. So there is no harm in trying, and there's nothing that will work in isolation. Let them try different things. Even we have a lot of people who have been producing a lot of things in this country that have been saying, oh, they have drugs for this, they have drugs for that. Let them put all of those to test and see what will happen at the end of the day. Just like a lot of people have been saying that if you are waiting for the Western people, everybody just trying this and that, just like a trial. They are putting up resources together in their own countries to bring out vaccine. We can't be waiting for them. We just have to look inward and see what we can do. We cannot just be spoon-fed all the time. We cannot just be waiting and say, oh, some people are coming somewhere. We have all it takes. Just that, I don't know whether the political we or we don't believe in ourselves, or because of a greed or corruption. A lot of things are just, a lot of things are really responsible for this kind of pussyfooting about most of the things that we are supposed to do ourselves. Everything we import, even the things that we can do, we just believe that, oh, they are not real, or they are not up to standard. Why can't we make it up to standard at this age and time? We are close to 60 years of age since independence. What have we done? Nothing. No social amenities whatsoever. Nothing is on ground. Nothing you can pinpoint. Normal thing. It's a difficulty for us in Nigeria. It's unfortunate. So let us see what will happen. Let them put it on trial. When it comes, then they will know how to, or they will know the next line of action, or we will all know the next line of action to be taken. And someone says, why haven't we concluded clinical trials on the drugs produced by Professor ÇØV1Ď and other Nigerians? I think we have a fundamental problem as a people. We should learn to have more grown solutions to our problems. I strongly believe that Nigerians have solutions to COVID-19. What is lacking is sincerity and the political will to do it, because we have been so infested with corruption. Exactly. And someone says, what happened to the herbal drugs recommended by our Nigerians, Professor ÇØV1Ď? Everybody's saying the same thing. We don't know why they are pussyfooting, just like the way I said. Even cars, we know somebody who is doing that, but they will not patronize the person. It's been back and forth talk here and there. And someone says, you like idea, and someone brought an idea and you want to prove whether the idea is good or bad. When you don't have your own idea, please distribute the herbal drugs. People are dying every second. That's what somebody is saying. Someone says, no matter how much you are hungry, you still pick your beans, wash, parboil, then cook. Or do you jump over all this because your ribs are showing? Tomorrow someone will size your market and tell you it's not made in Nigeria, when Mr. Morris, who produced Nigeria-made drug for COVID-19, and you refuse to use it, still looking for the one from outside country. Corruption. Even when you lack ideas, you shouldn't lack common sense. You should be able to criticize and analyze every idea that comes your way. Someone says, lazy farmer wants to see if the cutlass is sharp before he knows if he will go to the farm. This is where they would have spent the 2 trillion naira than the dream palliative that have led to the government's supplying her citizens with poisonous rice, which they claim is good for human consumption, of Madagascar. At present, we have more than 30,000 qualified medical professors. Research grants are hardly given to them. Research grants are hardly given to them. When given, our doctors see that as a slush fund to live extravagant life. NAFDA could be ashamed or should be ashamed it to be working on a research and progress made by Madagascar. So guys, are different people with a different opinion, but one thing that is pertinent is that we need to look inward and see what we can do. A lot of people, just like I said, have been coming up with solutions here and there. Why have they not put them to technical clinical tests, so that we know, okay, we've tested it, you say it's going to work, but we've tried it, we've tested it, and we see that it's not going to work. Fine, the person will still go further to go and do research, but I don't know whether they've really accepted the man's solution in the first place. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comments below and let's learn from you.